Is it Titane? Titane? Titan? Titane? What is the pronunciation of this film title? I'm gonna go with Titane because that's how someone pronounced it in an interview with the stars on YouTube. But if I do end up pronouncing it wrong, then I apologize to all the French people watching, which is a grand total of 0. Hey up guys, so the London Film Festival is like a week away, but they put on some early press screenings for the press, and one of those was the new Palme d'Or winning film from French director Julia Ducournau called Titane. Hopefully I'm saying the name of this movie right. It's apparently French for titanium. But yeah, this was quite an experience for 9:30 on a Thursday morning. There has been a lot of word of mouth buzz surrounding this film. Weirdly, it is a film which is prompting a heavy response on film Twitter, but the strange thing is, while people are talking about it, they don't quite know how to put their thoughts into words when discussing this film. And now that I've seen Titane for myself, I kind of understand why, because this is a difficult film to talk about. And not just because it's one of those films where the less you know, the better before seeing it, and people don't want to spoil it for others, but also because the film is just so bat-crap crazy to the point where I'm not fully sure I understood everything that was going on in it on a first viewing. This is going to be a challenging one to talk about, but I think that I liked it, but it's certainly a film which I won't be able to stop thinking about for a while. I will admit, I've not actually seen Julia Ducournau's previous film, Raw. This was my first time watching any of her work, but I will say I was utterly transfixed watching Titane. I'm not sure I've seen anything quite like it before. I won't go into the specifics about the plot because, honestly, even describing the synopsis of this film feels like a spoiler, and it truly is one of those films where the less you know about it, the better going into it, so you can experience it for yourself. So it's actually kind of hard to discuss this film without actually going into spoilers about it. I went into this movie blind. I didn't know anything about it prior to going into it, other than it won the Palme d'Or at Cannes. So I just let Ducournau take me on this ride that was thrilling, allegorical, darkly funny, gnarly, violent, abstract, and also surprisingly emotional. First time watching any of Ducournau's work, but already her direction is one that I'm so excited to see more of. Her handling of the tone in this film is masterful. How she can have an audience squirming in one moment and then laughing hysterically in the very next is incredible. This film does tonal gymnastics, but it totally works. How she does that is just sensational. The two lead performances from Agathe Rouselle and Vincent Lindon are a triumph. I won't say too much about their characters, but they're both damaged individuals who forge this unlikely paternal connection. They find something within each other which is, I don't know, it's kind of indescribable. It's a complex dynamic, but it's very tender and you completely believe it. The cinematography by Ruben Impens is seriously impressive. This film looks so sleek and refined. It's gorgeously shot. Every element of the cinematography is so precise. The lighting, the camera movements, the composition, excellent job with the cinematography. It's also a film which can be dissected and analyzed in so many different ways. Because this film has so much to say, people will respond to it differently when they watch this for the first time. Some people are going to respond to the characters and the paternal relationship between the two leads. Some people are going to respond to it for how it explores the concept of gender identity, fluidity, sexuality, and pain. There are so many different ways to interpret Titane because it has so many layers. I could watch this film 10 times and get something completely different from it on each viewing. That's very rare because we don't often get films which operate on so many different levels. The last one I can think of was probably Darren Aronofsky's Mother. So let's ask them 3 questions. Firstly, would I watch this again? Yes, I just said before, multiple viewings for this film kind of seem necessary. I'm sure I'm going to get something completely different on the second viewing, so yes, I will watch Titane again. Question 2, do I recommend it for you guys? Well, I know for sure this film isn't going to be for everybody because there is a lot of gnarly body horror as well as over-the-top violence, and I know that's not for everybody. Titane is a film which pushes boundaries and comfort levels. It is a challenging watch, but it's also a very rewarding one. It's such a unique bold genre blend that needs to be seen to be believed. So I do kind of classify it as a must watch. So yes, I do recommend it. And third question, what score do I give it out of 10? I did think it meanders in a few places and not all of the symbolism landed, but that could just be because I'm a bit dense with this stuff sometimes. Might be easier to understand on a second viewing. But I still found Titane a very arresting watch. It's provocative, visceral, it's well acted and shot. And even though there is a hefty amount of violence, there was also a surprising amount of heart. So I'm going to give Titane a score of 8 out of 10. But as always, guys, it's just one bloke's opinion. What did you guys think of Titane? I would love to see Julia Ducournau get a Best Director nomination for this film. Not sure it will happen, but I would like to see it. But I do think this will be the submission for France for Best International Feature at the Oscars. But what do you guys think? Do you think Titane will get some Oscar nominations? If so, which ones? Let me know in that comment section down below. If you've enjoyed the video, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. If you want to follow me on any of my socials, Twitter, Instagram, all those links in that video description down below. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. For more things related to movies, TV, and popcorn culture, I'm Luke Airfield, and I'll see you next time.